Imagine your normal morning commute. You're walking down a quiet suburban sidewalk, and suddenly, a massive theropod dinosaur stomps right in front of you. 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid strike hit the planet, clearing Earth of its giant reptilian apex predators. But let's rewind the clock. If we shift that asteroid's trajectory by a fraction of a degree, it completely misses Earth. This creates a biological ceiling. A planetary environment only has limited slots for top-tier animals, like apex predators and megaherbivores. Because the dinosaurs survived the near miss, they kept their permanent grip on those prime ecological slots. They maintained total, unbreakable control over the absolute top of the food chain. So if the giant rulers never leave their thrones, what happens to the tiny, furry mammals scrambling around in the shadows? The asteroid missing the planet secures a longer reign for the dinosaurs, but it also acts as a permanent lock on the planet's evolutionary hierarchy, halting the upward mobility of any other animal group. Over millions of additional years, those surviving dinosaurs would not remain static in the ancient forests. They would continuously adapt. Just like modern animals, they would evolve to survive changing global climates. Certain species would grow larger, run faster, and become hyper-specialized for their specific environments. This chart shows a grid of ecological niches. This represents an ecological zero-sum game. For one animal group to grow, another must step aside or die off. The large dinosaur icons actively expand to fill every available box, forcing the small mammal icons into a tiny space. Because dinosaurs actively patrolled, mammals were denied room to grow, hitting an immovable barrier, creating a severe bottleneck. Human evolution completely depended on our early mammalian ancestors expanding upward into those very upper ecological niches. We needed that physical space to grow larger brains and develop different body structures. Because the dinosaurs never gave up their real estate, primate evolution is completely aborted. Without that space to grow, humans, our cities, and the internet are entirely erased from the timeline. Let's look closely at a small feathered theropod. Notice the calculating, predatory focus in its eyes. We need to consider how behavior would develop and how cognition would evolve over those lost eons. If humanity is erased and we never build a civilization, a massive vacuum of intelligence is left behind. We have to ask what species would take our place as the architects of Earth. This scatter plot compares the brain-to-body mass ratios of various prehistoric animals. Look at the highlighted data point for a late Cretaceous dinosaur called Troodon. It sits high above the standard reptilian trend line, placing it near early mammals in cognitive potential. Watch what happens when we project the math forward. Given millions of additional years, its trajectory arcs exponentially upward into the zone of higher intelligence. Under this advanced evolution, these dinosaur lineages could develop complex societal structures. We would likely see early tool building, the formation of complex languages, and eventually advanced technology. Physical power is only one path in evolution. Given enough time, the relentless biological drive to extract resources efficiently generates intelligence, resulting in a truly non-human reptilian civilization. Modern Earth on this alternate timeline is a wilder, louder, and vastly more dangerous planet. The forests and plains are shaped entirely by giant bird relatives and massive herbivores. Iconic mammals like horses, elephants, and dogs are entirely absent. They are biological ghosts that never received the ecological permission to exist. Look at the KPG extinction through the lens of our ecosystem pyramid. The impact shatters the dinosaur icons, leaving the top of the pyramid completely empty. This sudden, violent removal of the apex species was the only mechanism capable of breaking the biological ceiling. With the dinosaurs gone, the small mammal icons at the bottom were finally able to multiply and rush upward to fill those empty tiers. In the strict mechanics of planetary ecosystems, absolute destruction is frequently the absolute prerequisite for creation. The asteroid cleared the top of the pyramid. That exact necessary cosmic accident pulled our tiny, furry ancestors out of the shadows, making every single thing we know today possible.